Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wolf Talk. It's your boy Slim here. All right. Once again, this podcast can be brought to you by KW Radio, or at least I think it's KW. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Okay, I legally have to say that, or maybe I don't, but I'm just saying it. It doesn't matter with me. Anyways, welcome to the next episode. You guys loved the first episode so much, I decided to hop in the studio the next day to make another episode. Okay, what can I say? I love my fans. Okay, but without further ado, I have a special treat for you guys. Okay, today in the studio, I have a guest star, the infamous Sloppy. Yeah. Or at least that's how she told me I say it. I don't know. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's Sloppy Day.
It was a long time waiting. Okay, it was about time I got it on here. But let's get things going. Let's get things started into what the people really want to know. Okay. Now, Sloppy or Miss Sloppy, if I may. The number one question I have, or at least I thought about when I was reading your posts, is you talk a lot about gooning. However, how often should one goon specifically? I know that you goon very often, at least I'm assuming so. And you even have one of your posts saying, eat, sleep, goon, right? So how do you have time for homework? That's another side question I want to ask you as well. But first off, how often should one goon?
So I feel once a day probably, but with the whole roommate situation, if you're a freshman, it might be a little hard, but just don't get the same schedule type shit.
All right, okay, we see you, all right. Wow, with that being said, how do you balance homework and all this? How's your academics looking? Are you slacking or are you on top of things?
So I actually have all A's. I'm like an academic weapon on the DL, but I only do homework past 1 a.m.
Oh, that us?
Yeah, and I wake up at noon every day.
That shit's crazy. See, and I don't know how you can handle all that, because taking on my credits right now, midterms just happened, and I was stressing as it is. One more thing, how do you not get caught gooning? Because I don't know, when I'm trying to goon, I need my privacy. I need to make sure there's nobody looking around, nobody watching me. If I even hear a single lick of a footstep, a single bearing of a sole touch the ground, I immediately stop. I go dry as oh wait, I'm a dude. I get soft as hell. So I don't understand how you are able to keep that consistency and keep showing up these numbers.
In all honesty, if you have headphones on, you can't hear other people. You just think that they can't hear you.
Oh shit. Okay, oh bad. And I've heard this before, right? If somebody catches you in the act and you stop, then you're the loser. But if you keep going, then they're the loser. Is that true?
Yeah, you never stop for nobody. I could have a party in my room, bro. Catch me under the covers.
Okay. All right, Miss Slobby. We're going a little off track here. All right, let's go on to our next question. Okay. Now, one of your earlier posts said you've been inactive specifically because of a demission or a demission, right?
Demission, yeah.
Demission. What does that entail, and was it worth it?
Okay, so a demission is just like getting that did. So I usually go after my roommate's asleep, and sometimes I just gotta test the waters, and I'm a lover of all, you know. And so I was just a little inactive because my demission was in Eugene. And so I had to do a little bit of a drive and a little bit of a sleepover.
Oh, shit.
So that's why I was inactive, because I was too focused on, pleasing my audience.
Interesting. Okay, so you would say overall the demission was worth it?
I think it was worth it. I mean, he's got a nickname, and this might expose me a little bit, but my friends and I call him a face card because he's a little bit short, but bro has a face card like no other.
Okay, amen. Short kings need love too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, exactly. Now, with that being said, you also stated that you think men are afraid of big women, right? Women, or not specifically big women, but women with a little meat on their bones.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? And would you personally date a bigger man?
Well, personally, I catch whatever falls into my arms.
Oh, okay, type shit.
Yeah. And so I just think like societal standards is like a pretty girl is a skinny girl, you know? And me personally, I could never see myself skinny because it would not match my personality. Like, people aren't going to believe this, but I be in the gym like a lot. And I'm not working to get skinny. I'm working to get like more toned. So like, I don't want to be a skinny girl. But yeah, I think that men just look for like a little bit less of a stomach than I got. But it's not my fault. It is my fault, but.
Hey. To add on to that, I don't blame you. All right, societal standards are just skinny girl, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that those are the societal standards also make men who are attracted to those that are not on the standard more ashamed of what they're attracted to.
Exactly.
Right. So it brings on what this sort of causes, like, oh, if he's attracted to bigger women, he has to kind of hide that, and he has to kind of shame them as well. right? So it causes bigger women to kind of settle for these men that will treat them like shit. And overall, I think it's a never-ending process where it just doesn't increase anybody's better mental health for.
Yeah, I agree, like, a lot, because you're never going to catch me in public with a man during the daytime. But, you know, and I just need all those brave men to come out.
Hey, I can respect that. I respect the genuinity. Okay, bro. The genuine vibes you give. And that's really what a lot of your fans actually connect to, right? They connect to the authenticity you give out, whether it's freaky, whether it's promoting healthy bodies, whatever the case is, you're being authentic, and I can respect that. Now, what do you specifically think about your fans? How do you feel about them? And more importantly, what do you think about your haters? I know you've gotten a lot more recently, especially since you were, listening to my podcast. They started to come out. I don't know if it's because of me or because of what, but you started to get a lot more haters. What do you think about those guys?
So I love my fans. Like, y'all been there since day one, and for real, my life, bro. Like, I see an upvote and I like cream a little bit. I'm not gonna but
Cream is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, but my haters, I feel like you're never gonna catch me interacting in the comments with them. First off, I can't. Anyway,
yeah, why is that? Do you know?
No, I have no clue.
Yeah, dude, I'm commenting under every post I get of myself. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah.
It's fine, but my haters just keep me going, because you're not popular if you don't have a hater.
Exactly. I mean, so far that I know, Sloppy, I don't have any haters, and I don't want to gain any haters personally. I might after this episode. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm Slim. I'm out here to give you the best of the best and give you the most social media coverage I can, and spread the least amount of misinformation while still spreading misinformation. Because I'm not gonna lie, I do be spreading some misinformation. Now, a lot of guys, what their instant rebuttal to what your whole size preference is, or weight preferences for yourself, a lot of them say, how come girls prefer a taller guy, but I cannot prefer a skinnier girl? What's wrong with that? Do you feel that's correlation? Do you feel like anything like that? Is that justified for them to feel that way? Or do you feel it's different?
So I personally never said that anybody can't prefer a specific thing. I was just wondering where the guys are who like prefer a little bit of meat, but like I said, I catch whatever. Like, I do look at like taller men, because like, I don't know, like, I'm fine with a short king, but at the same time, like, a taller man, like, I'm a little bit short, but I'm also big, so it's kind of like I'm compressed. So
the volume is bigger. Is that what you're going to say?
And so, like, if a bigger man, he's going to weigh more because he's got extra height. Like, not way more than me, but,
oh, okay.
Like, they're not going to, if he was, like, short and skinny, he may be, like, weigh as much as my pinky,
Yeah,
and, like,
shit.
how is he supposed to, like, find anything down there, But
hey man, he could be cave exploring. Some cave divers out here, bro. I know. We got a rock climbing club. We started a cave exploration club, bro. Yeah. Supported the BBWs. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
And on that topic, what does BBW look like, and what does that stand for to you?
So BBW is big, beautiful women, and just something that I've always like thought about is a bigger girl with confidence will always be more appealing to me than a smaller girl who's really insecure about herself, Like, everyone has insecurities, and that's, like, normal. Like, you're growing up, and, like, you're human, and that's just how life is gonna go. But having, like, presenting yourself confident will always be attractive in my eyes. And, like, that's why when I'm, like, replying to these people, like, calling me fat and everything, it's, like I'm gonna stay big, and you can stay a bitch.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, like, you're only making fun of me because you're insecure about something. Like, a really confident girl who's, like, confident in her personality as well, you're not going to be making fun of people online, And, like, confidence isn't just on the outside, it's on the inside.
Exactly. Confidence is key. Now, to go a whole 180 from that, what's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
So, this is kind of crazy, and this might also, like, leak me a little bit.
It's okay. We'll keep it under wraps. Well, nobody will know. Nobody will know. Right, guys? Right?
Okay. So I have done a little bit of experimenting with more than one person at once. But the craziest thing was that it was in a big stall.
Hey, yo. Oh, shit. Like a bathroom stall?
Yes. I went on a little trip for my birthday, and I just, like, I was legal where I went.
What do you mean where you went? What is that supposed to mean?
So I was legal to drink where I went, and it was an
Oh.
all-inclusive. And so I was wake up, drink, go to sleep, chase it with a little strawberry daiquiri maybe. But like, so I was a little bit crunk for like a fat minute, and so I was just taking everything that was given to me.
Damn.
But like, that's also the first time, like, everyone thinks I'm so freak, but like, I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 18. Yeah, and I was like,
In
mm-hmm.
So you got taken by a king, is what you're saying.
Plural.
Kings? Oh shit.
No, but like, that just really put some experience in my book, and I don't get like slut shaming or anything because like sex feels good. Like everyone knows that like sex feels good. Okay, like I mean, maybe for some people it doesn't, but I'm sorry. Not my problem. But like, I'm going to do something that feels good to me, and like, I'm going to do it in a safe way, obviously, but I'm not going to bash anybody for like being sexually active, and like, that's pleasurable for me, so it's not anybody else's problem.
And to add on to that, they do have condoms in the book. Right? So if
Yeah,
you guys want to make sure you're safe, yeah, of
Safe
course
sex, guys,
of course
safe
you know
sex.
sloppy. But anyways,
Of course I know.
yeah, always practice under any circumstances. Always practice safe sex. Okay, make sure everything is safe. Safety is number one priority. You don't want to fuck up your whole life because of one mistake. Okay, trust me. I mean, I've not been there. I'm personally, but I know some homies who've been through all that. Okay. There also is some Planned Parenthood around here, and plus we're in a blue state. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you got all these opportunities, all these availabilities, all these resources to your advantage. If you need to use them, and never feel ashamed to use any of them. Okay. I know if my homeboy asked me to drive him to the board or Planned Parenthood, I'd drive him. It wouldn't be a big of a deal. But that's just me. I digress. I also want to state, however, don't be in a rush to lose things. So don't be taken advantage of. Practice safe consent. Right? Consent is key. No means no. That's important. All right, especially if, it's your first time, you feel pressure, right? Whatever the reason is, make sure that both parties are consenting and everything is safe. Okay? That's your message. That's your daily good message from me, from Slim.
Yes.
All right, that's the only thing I'm doing. Last time it was suicide or drunk driving. This week, it's going to be safe sex, apparently.
Yes.
All right. Now, who or what inspires you, Miss Sloppy?
So okay, this is gonna sound really cocky, I'm not gonna lie, but I would have to say myself. Low-key, I've got myself everywhere where I need to be in life. Like, I've never had to rely on somebody else. I'm really independent, and so I feel like all my accomplishments just lead right back to me. And like, that's something that I'm really proud of, because like a really big thing is college is like, I'm paying for this myself, and I've saved enough money. I've worked hella hours to like pay for this a whole year by myself, and like, might be a little broke next year, but like, I've got myself to where I need to be independently, and that's like my inspiration. And like, I don't know, like, that's what inspires me, is me, because if I can't do it, nobody else can do it for me.
Exactly. And I think that's a very, very key takeaway there, right? Many of us, or many people, don't really have somebody to look up to, whether that's a parental figure or a persona online, or whatever the reason is, right? I want you to also know you can always look forward to yourself, right? You can always look at yourself and like, okay, I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'll be there next day. I'll be there in a week. I'll be there in a year. You want to make sure that you're chasing that everlasting dream or everlasting goal where you want to be better than the person you are today. Okay, and that's the only way to look at things with that perspective. Don't ever feel ashamed or ever feel cocky about saying, I'm the person I look up to. Right? I'm the one who's going to be the best. Because if you have that mentality will carry you so far in life, I promise you. Okay? So keep that going and make sure you hold yourself accountable to maintain those goals. Okay?
Exactly. If you don't have yourself, you got nobody.
Now, going back to a little bit of your history, when would you say was the first time you were ever gooning? You ever started gooning? I know it's different between ages, and I know puberty is a big factor in most of these, but personally, I still remember those days where I was shooting out blanks. You feel me? Like, nothing was coming out. Totally, like, exactly. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying from the female perspective, I want to know where that's at.
Yeah, so I'm like a really open book. Like, I'm honestly, like, I keep it real. Like, I will never, like, I don't know, I'm not secretive about anything. Clearly, yeah, you've seen what I post. But I feel like, I would probably say, this is going to sound a little bit bizarre, but like, maybe like 5th grade. Mm-hmm. Okay, because like, I've always been like hypersexual, and that's just like who I am. It might have like came from like my childhood a little bit, but I've always kind of just, I don't know, I've always been down to explore. Mm-hmm. So Yeah, and if I find something that I like, shit, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. No, I remember my first time. I was like 13. I don't know. I got an iPhone. It was my mom's old iPhone,
Mm.
whatever. And my first search topic was naked ladies. I didn't know what to expect personally, but I just saw it and I was like, whoa. And I turned the phone off, shut the screen. I was like, hi, I don't know what this is. I started praying and everything.
Like, obviously, you gotta look up girls kissing.
Okay, girls
But-
kissing.
But like, also when you're like 10 years old and you're like, oh my god, like I'm dating. I'm putting that in quotation
Yeah,
marks because like
exactly.
you're like a baby, but
Yeah.
like I've always like had a boyfriend, and then I started like experimenting with like sexuality and stuff, and I had a girlfriend, and then I was like too scared, and then I don't know, I kind of range. I've had like a lot of phases in my life, and so um like currently I'm like super duper feminine, like everything, but shocking enough, I've had a mask phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy because like if the people who know me like in person, like you wouldn't think.
Crazy.
I know.
I can't imagine you in a mask face personally.
No, I know.
But I would love to see that. Okay,
Bro.
if we can get Sloppy going back on her mask phase, we should get that started. Okay,
Bro, I was
get a hashtag
pulling.
going.
That's only when I was carpet munching, and now I'm like
Yeah.
sloppy dick.
Yeah.
So I'm just like playing everything.
No, I respect that. I mean, personally, I've never experienced it on the other side, so I can't
Yeah.
tell you. But I get that. I respect.
Yeah.
Try everything once, or so they say.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, what is a controversial opinion that you stand by? I know you have many controversial opinions, right? But I want one that we've not seen, something that we don't really expect from Mrs. Sloppy.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like I'm like kind of basic like a lot.
Yeah.
And so I don't really have like a lot of like different opinions, but I don't even know where to like aim this, you know? Like,
And it doesn't have to be anything freaky. It could be whatever. It could be the moon
Yeah.
landing was fake. It could be the Earth is flat. It could be whatever you want it to be. See, like it don't matter. Okay, me personally, I don't believe that. What's that one girl's name? The one who's blind and deaf. Helen Keller. I don't believe she was real, or at least
Really?
not her actual personality. Okay, she might have been blind. She might have been deaf. She cannot have been both. Or if she is both, then it wasn't her. You feel me? It was
Wait.
like the interpreter talking about her. It was the interpreter speaking for her. If you've seen any clips from her, it's literally just the interpreter talking, and you can't really understand what Helen Keller is saying.
Right now,
That's what
like,
I'm saying. Like, that's my controversial
know.
opinion. A lot of people are like, "Nah, Helen Keller's real." I'm no, man.
Yeah, cause like how? Like how does she know what she's saying?
How does she fly a plane? Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my controversy. I don't believe that, and it's okay if you have nothing right now. It's fine. We can come back to this later.
Well, I just don't know what's controversial or not, because I just like I say whatever.
Exactly. See, that's what I respect about you. You're an open book. You're an open book.
Wait, I do have. Okay, wait, it might be like freaky.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's up to you. This is your episode.
Okay.
You get to control it.
So, I don't think that having a high body count, like, that honestly, like, okay, people are gonna think I have a high body count. I really haven't been effing for that long. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, effing.
But yeah. Like I don't know, like people. Well, my TikTok feed actually is filled with like when she says her body counts like above 2. That's like you want like a fawn instead of a full-grown deer, bro. Like what are you talking about? Like how are you supposed to like? Well, I guess you can like shape someone into like who you want, but that just doesn't make sense to me. Like you got to let them explore first before like get them. Or I don't know, like but I do love like
Your
love
full
everything.
honest opinion. You're gonna get no judgment from me. You're not gonna get any judgment here. If you want to say fuck the people who think body count matters, you can say that.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
So in your opinion, you think body count does not matter?
Exactly. I think bodies are made for love and might as well do it.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
would you take somebody that has no bodies at all?
Of course I would take I don't know, like everything is like experience. Yeah. Sorry, I low-key just
It's okay.
like I don't know, like I'm not gonna shame anybody for not having a body count. I'm not gonna shame anybody for having like 100 bodies. Like that's not me. Like that's your life, and like your life only goes in the direction you lead it. And so I'm not gonna shame anybody's life if they like aren't sexual or if they're hypersexual or anywhere in between. Like your life is filled with your own experiences, and that's not for anybody else to judge.
There you go. Okay. I can agree on you some things. I'm a little different when it comes to body count in that regard, right? I feel like if you yourself have a low body count and you want to find somebody with a low body count, I can respect that. But if you're like hypersexual and you have hella bodies at this point, and you have like, you know, 1,000, you're in the hundreds, triple digits, and you want a virgin, it's kind of unrealistic, personally.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you kind of just have to take what you know as it goes. With that being said, I do also believe things you do, like freaky things you do, are more important than how many bodies you have.
Wait, I do
So like,
agree.
I would date a girl with like, you know, bodies in the double, triple digits, whatever. Triple digits is crazy, by the way. But anyways, the
No
double
shame,
digits is
guys,
fine.
no shame.
Hey, no shame, no shame. No. But anyways, if they had double digits, I mean, it's one thing, right? However, if I've heard like this girl got a whole orgasm or orgy on her, she had 5 dudes on her, or she had ran a train, or they ran an Eiffel Tower, right? They flipped her, done all
Bonnie
this
Blue
other
style,
stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I heard any of that stuff, that's where I'm like, because now I gotta imagine you doing all that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't want to imagine that. I mean, like, if you've done that, like at this point, I'm at the point where I'm like, just don't tell me. Like, I don't need to
Yeah.
know. But if somehow I know, whether it's your friend, your friend with a friend, or whatever, it just goes around, I don't want to be seen with like the neighborhood bop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like one of those things where that's my take on it. I don't, like, body count doesn't matter as much as how you carry yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, okay. That's where, like, I feel like it kind of combats, like, what I said a little bit. And I agree. No, but, like, I agree because, like, low-key, I do feel like my whole personality online is just like, oh, my God, like, she's such a freak. Like, okay, guys, I am. But at the same time, it's not like, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, what you said, like, I don't make myself come off as, like, this total, like, whore, you know, and I'm sorry I said whore because I would never say that about anybody, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I present myself very well, and so it really comes off as, like, how you put yourself out there, and, like, I'm a really, like, open person, and so, like, I'm not gonna lie with somebody, but I've talked to guys, and, like, I've told them, like, some things that I've done, and, like, they're like, I would never, like, say this to like anyone, but it just sounds normal when you say it. Like, I was like, like, it's just me. Like, I'm just me. Like, I'm just Bobby Dick.
Yeah,
And so it's
exactly.
just like, I don't know. I feel like I have a different way of like coming off about like sex than quite a few other people. I'm really positive. I'm sex positive, always for life.
Yeah, exactly. We can respect that. Hey, amen. Next episode, I'm gonna have somebody who's totally the opposite.
Yes.
A Christian, just sex is a sin, and we'll see what their conversation is like. But anyways, now with that being said, and with sex positivity in the air, okay, have you been noticing, or have you even noticed at all, that more and more people are being freaky in the dorms? Specifically during, you know, either midterms when they're trying to take a little break from their little study session, or just in general, it's been increasing as more and more people get into relationships. Have you noticed anything at all like that?
So I do live in the dorms, guys. But I do be hearing some freaks. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
you can hear some beds banging.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, I'll just turn on my music, keep going. That's not my problem. You know, you fixating on what you need, and if that's it, then go ahead. It's not my space to like eavesdrop. I mean, I do live in the same building as you, but like, if you need to do what you need to do, go ahead and do it. Like, I'm not gonna shame you for it, but I have heard quite a bit. Yeah.
And if you ever want to speak out on any of that, that's what this is for. All right, you're completely anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. But yeah. Now, with that also being said, I keep saying that. I need to stop saying that. I need to make a new transition word.
Yeah, low-key.
But that's fine. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
All right. It's your boy Slim. I'll work on it. It doesn't matter. Have you heard, or what is, in your opinion, the freakiest song to make love to? Right. I know that, you know, Kevin Gates has a couple bangers. I know Drake has a couple good ones. I don't know, even some people, like some weirdo people, all right, like to make love to weirder songs. All right. I'm not judging anybody's tastes, but if you're trying to make love to like Happy Birthday, that's not me. All right. I'm not gonna, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I'm gonna log out, bro. I'm gonna knock on your door and I'm pretend like I'm security, just to stop your ass from keeping going, because I do not want to hear that. I don't want my childhood memories getting ruined by your freak session. Okay, so what do you think is the freakiest song?
So, I love like a hard, like, ooh, like, wow, like this is so passionate and crazy, like Hotel by Montel Fish. Have you heard that?
I have not.
Oh wow, it's just like, so it's like, it's slow a little bit and then it kind of like slams into it, and like, it's good. Or like, that's just like my number one that I can think of like off my head. I was trying to look for another one.
Hotel by Montel Fish?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Here, let me play a little of that right
A
now,
little clip.
just so I
Not
can see.
copyright, bro.
I don't know if I get copyrighted.
We won't get copyrighted.
Yeah, I know that
yeah,
song.
whatever.
I know that song.
But there's more. Like I have a playlist on.
You have a freaky
do.
playlist.
I do. Yeah, it's called You Know. That's what it's
Mm,
But
and you said you're gonna put that link of your playlist in the comments.
oh, am I?
Oh, you are perfect. Oh, I'm so
Great,
glad.
yeah.
I'm so glad. But yeah, that's interesting.
Wait, another good artist for if you want to get freaky is Chase Atlantic.
Chase Atlantic.
Bro,
That is my childhood. I cannot do that.
no, it's not. Like, put on either like Into It or Swim. These are kind of like really basic ones, but or Slow Down. Okay, it's kind of cringe, guys. Don't listen to it.
It is super cringe. I don't
Okay,
know.
no, but like there's other ones. Okay, like fuck, there's just like a lot of basic ones too.
See, my go-to is always The Weeknd. It's been
I
The
have
Weeknd.
a lot of Weekend on here. I just thought it was too cringe to say.
You thought that was cringe,
Like,
but you didn't think
Often or
Swim
The
from
Hills.
Chase
Okay,
Atlantic was
yes,
cringe?
Okay, that's cringe, yeah. There's
Like-
a lot. Or like, oh my god, the 50 Shades of Grey playlist. Don't play.
Okay, dude, that's still The
artist.
Weeknd though. It's mostly
No,
The
I know.
Weeknd.
I know, oh my god, I feel like I'm drowning. That's what I was looking for. That one is good.
You feel like you're drowning?
Can
That's
I
the
play
song.
a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I don't know if my volume's up.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
It's kind of slow at the beginning. But like, imagine like the beginning of that song is like, you're like the intimate like makeout sesh, you know, and then like it like really. I'm just narrating it, okay?
Yeah, no, I respect
then-
that. Give him
and,
visual.
like-
Give him visual.
And then it like, so you have like your pre-makeout sesh, you know, and like you're filling each other up a little bit, and then it like leads into it, and it's like, wow, like you are one with that song.
But yeah, no, okay. Those are some bangers. Those are some absolute bangers for
Yeah,
it.
add it to your playlist, guys.
We'll think about it. I mean, some
Oh,
of them
yeah,
are already on
whatever.
my playlist. So,
Oh, you
but now,
freak.
but now I gotta start
Oh,
associating
Slim
them
is a
with
freak.
freaking. No, I'm just driving to my regular 9 to 5, but now I gotta be like, okay, shit.
Oh, yeah. Driving
Somebody's
with one hand
getting
in my pants.
yeah,
like, what do you
shit.
mean?
Somebody's getting freaked out to this song, and I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, how is dating on campus like? Do you feel like there's plenty of fish in the sea, or do you feel like you kind of need to? You're the one that needs to put the work in there to get your actual fish. You need to get that good bait if you want some actual fish. You know, because
Yeah.
one of your posts it said that you were specifically on the prowl,
Yeah.
right? You were saying, "Who
Uh-huh.
easy? I'm on the prowl." That was very
Easy.
bold of you. But
Yeah,
I
I
want
know.
to say, how does that like?
So honestly, I don't really talk to a lot of people on campus. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna approach, even though people should, like, that's what's like corrupting this dating culture is like people are too scared to approach, you know? But me personally, I get a little nervous because I don't know, like, I don't know what somebody wants, and like, I'm not gonna like look at myself and be like, oh my god, like I'm gonna bag this boy, you know? But so I'm a Tinder warrior, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I've seen a lot of people on campus on Tinder, and I just gotta swipe left because I get too scared. But I don't know, I haven't dated on campus. I feel like it would be super chill and like fun because then you can like, you know, like hang out like casually and not just like occasionally. But I don't know, I'm on the prowl means I'm just like checking people out all the time. I mean, I'm always trying to see people out. I don't care, you know. I'm no better than a man.
That's why you're never gonna catch me on no dating website. You got me fucked up.
Now
All
you
right.
catch me, bro.
But anyway, do you feel just add on to that? Do you feel like you said dating was good because you can hang out all the time, right? Do you feel like dating during college is limiting your experience like before? Do you feel like you could just this is where you gotta be, you know, you gotta be exploring. This is where you gotta, you know, find your true self, be a little freak. Is this the time to do so, or do you think that now is time to find your husband, your wife?
So I feel like I do think it's different for everybody because there is so many different types of relationships and people are gonna like love differently, you know. And a codependent relationship is just really not something that I think is important in my life. And so if I was like dating somebody, I would never want to be like, oh, I can't do this because like you're not coming with me, you know. And I feel like that would hold people back if they're like dating and they're like super codependent. Because how are you going to get your own experiences if you have to share it with the same person every single time? Like, I don't know. And like, I'm just really big on independence, guys. But I don't know, like, dating is just super weird because everybody's so different. And so.
Okay, that's interesting. Furthermore, I was gonna say, see, I'm using words like furthermore now.
I know,
I'm stuck
you're
with.
doing so
I'm,
good.
I'm,
Wow.
I'm trying to just expand my
No.
vocabulary. a little bit of TikTok drama now. We're gonna back up and completely go off center.
I'll do it.
Aisha Curry, or Steph Curry's
Yeah.
wife, right? She's been going on a lot of backlash because recently, or I don't know how recent. It's been like a couple of weeks now. She's been stating that she's not really as happy in a relationship as people expect her to be.
Of it either.
Exactly. And people are like, and she's like, I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be my own person. I wanted to be a boss in my own sense. But now I'm just Stephen Curry's wife. That's all I've been seen as. Do you feel like she's being a little bit ungrateful for that? Or do you think that she has her own goals and mindset that she should have had the chance to carry on? How do you feel about that?
So this is going to be controversial. Okay. So, I feel that since she got in this relationship with somebody who already had so much like fame, that she's now living in his shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like before she got in that, she could see this huge future for herself, like being this icon by herself, and now being with Steph Curry, like it's kind of like I feel really bad for him because like he gives her everything. Like I know that like he like worships this woman, and now she's saying this stuff like on national TV,
Exactly.
and it's like, oh my gosh, like she never wanted me,
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not in that point. Like it's not that she never wanted him. It's just that she wanted things for herself, and now it got shot down a little bit because she might feel like she can't do her own thing because she has to like be Steph Curry's wife first before be herself.
Yeah, I agree with you. I get what you're coming from. I see what you're coming from. However, I will state, I feel like the way she did things was not appropriate.
I agree.
I don't feel like you should bash your significant other on live TV.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should be disrespectful to your significant other on live TV. Some of her instances, like for example, there was one situation where a butler came out, whatever, for a show, and he was half naked, or for men, it was basically shirtless. He was shirtless, and he was a very fit man. I won't say he wasn't. He was a very fat man, a very attractive man. If I swung that way, I probably would want to, do what I want to do, but I don't swing that way. But anyway, it's not the point. Okay, he was a very attractive man, and she just took off her wedding band. She took off her wedding ring. And I don't feel like that's an appropriate response, especially when you're in a relationship.
No, right? I agree. Yeah, I do think it was a little inappropriate for her to, like, not say this to him first, maybe. And, like, I'm not sure what they've had, like, in their own private conversations. But to say it, like, publicly is crazy. Like, this is, like you are married to this man, okay? And you're going to, like, start drama and get other people involved. Mm-hmm. Like, why would you want other people commenting on your relationship if you don't even figure it out first,
Exactly. And then for like, she got with him when he was just a starter, when he was just in college. Same thing, right? College lovers. So he wasn't really this big shot Steph Curry dude. She didn't really think he was going to go anywhere, or at least that's from my sources say, right? She didn't really think much, but she somehow hit the jackpot with this man, and he became the, one of the top 5 best, fucking shooters, or at least arguably one of the best shooters. My basketball fans can back that up. But anyways, arguably one of the best shooters, and she hit the lottery. Well, at least to most people, she hit the lottery, right? But to her, from my understanding, she wanted to be the one that, was the head winner. She wanted to be the, chef, because her name was Chef. So she wanted to be the one to represent the family. And so that got taken away from her, and she feels some type of way. A lot of men, I know women too, but specifically for men, feel that it is unfair, and they kind of feel hopeless at this point. They're like, this man, Steph Curry, he gave her everything. He gave her everything you could possibly give a woman, right? He gave him like kids, family, fortune. She never has to work a day in her life. You probably have maids. You probably have, chefs, everything. Yeah. She's living a life of luxury. But yet she still chooses to do this to him. All because she doesn't get attention anymore. That's one of her main reasons. She doesn't get any attention from males. Dudes don't ask her out anymore. They don't hit on her. And part of that could be because they respect Steph so much.
That's what I think.
That they're not going to try to go for his woman, right? Or his wife, for a better word. A lot of men feel that it's unfair and feel that, okay, what kind of chance do I have? If Steph doesn't have a chance, what kind of chance do I have?
I don't think it's, like, all about providing. Like, me personally, I would not want a relationship where everything's given to me. Because that just makes me feel worthless, And, like, I love, like, putting, like, 50-50, or like I would even put more in just because like I love seeing people get to like places where they should be, but like in her case, I feel like she was like super independent, like, and then she got with him and she like thought that she was gonna like, oh, like this is my man, like, oh, like, yeah, that's my baby or whatever. And now it's kind of like, oh, like, that's my female, like, but it's like Steph Curry, he's really nice, like, he's given her so much, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, wow, but she's still like, searching for this like pride in herself that she's like she can't find because she's too scared. Maybe I'm not sure what she's doing, but I feel like she could if she put her mind to it.
Yeah.
You know, like she could still like be a chef or like
Yeah.
like
That's an interesting point
she's
because
stopping herself.
nobody's stopping her. At least what I've heard. She's never ever said Steph has stopped her from doing this.
I know.
She's never been like, oh yeah, Steph Curry told me not to be a chef, or Steph Curry told me I can't do this or I can't do that. He, for the most part, I've heard is a very good husband. So I'm just wondering where is she getting this? Oh, I can't do this anymore. Or I can't do that anymore. Like you could still go out there and be Gordon Ramsay. You know, and at this point you have the resources that you could probably go meet Gordon Ramsay and have him teach you.
Exactly.
Like your boyfriend or your husband, your husband at this point is like a highly skilled celebrity athlete. He can get connections. If not, he knows somebody who can get connections to that. He can probably get you in the best school and the best program and have the best resources set for you. But you choose not to. You choose to bash him instead. I found that's really odd.
It doesn't have to be a negative thing that like you don't have to live in his shadow. You could like, I don't know, like she could use it to her advantage, not in like a negative way, but like knowing that she has all these connections could get her to where she wants to be quicker than if she didn't, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that's kind of what you were saying is like, because Steph knows so many people and like he could get her like top notch, like culinary school. I don't know where she wants to go or whatever, but I don't know. She's just not taking advantage of what she could have. And I feel like that's what she wants, but she just feels like she's just has to be Steph's little baby.
Yeah, and it's very odd because a lot of successful couples, they're both doing something, right? Like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, right? They're both
Obama
actors.
Michelle, like,
exactly. They're both doing things at their own pace, and none of them have been limited by each other.
Exactly.
In fact, I feel one can argue the more successful the other person is, the more time you have to do your thing. Because the more successful they are, the more money is pulling into your activity. It's being pulled into your bill, being pulled into your effort. It's just one of those things where I find it really weird that they went that way.
Yeah, and also, like, I feel like since he has so much things to do because he is very famous, she might feel like she needs to, like, watch the kids or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want somebody else to raise my kids, you know? And so I feel like she might feel that way, and so she might not have time to, like, go out and do her own thing if she is, like, the primary watcher of, like, her kids. But I don't know how rich people work, but
you had to
be, like, holding her back a little bit.
You had to kind of make the assumption that they do school, though.
Yeah, but a lot of famous people be, like, online, you know?
You're not wrong about that. Okay. Well, enough about Ayesha Curry, enough about Steph Curry. That's not really in our domain. Okay. I got a question for you. And this is not really about freaky things at all. Yeah. This is a normal question. Well, sets. Is it as bad as everybody says it is?
So, kind of. Okay? Like, it's either good or terrible, you know? If you look at their, like, Nutrisource or whatever, it's online. They have, like, a menu. Like, the pictures of the food, that shit look, like, so buzz, bro. And then you get in there, and it looks like slop. And I'm like, oh, what is that? I usually, like, keep the safe options. I'm not, like, super duper adventurous. I'm low-key a picky eater. And so I just, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's really good. I love their mashed potatoes. That's, like, my Achilles heel. Like, bro, mashed potatoes anywhere, anytime, okay? But if they're gonna, like, I'm not a big fan of their chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it just tastes like it probably was frozen. Like, it probably is.
It probably is frozen.
But,
I doubt they get fresh chicken from here.
Yeah.
I don't see any chicken farms nearby, so.
No, I know, but, like, and they're, like, it's, like, pre-cut strips, and it's the same chicken for every single thing. Like, I love, like, the rice bowls. Okay, like, good. But you use the same chicken every single time, and, like, it's bad. Yeah. Like, they had, like, Indian food yesterday. And, like, I did say I'm a picky eater, but I like Indian food. Okay.
Yeah, but, like, yeah, what's wrong with Indian food? What are you trying to say?
Sometimes I be trying, like, because there was, like, I low-key, I was excited, and I tried it, and I was like, oh, my God, that's the same. The same chicken in every single thing they make. And, like, I get they're probably not, like, super rich, but I don't know.
Well, keep in mind, you're paying, like, I think $7,000 a year for this. Hey, guys. So, basically, this is Slim in the future, or editing Slim. I looked up the meal plans and they are not 7 grand a year. I'm gonna keep spitting nonsense here for the next couple of seconds, but just bear with me. So the original, like, the wolf plan, the white plan or whatever, the wolf pup plan is 4 grand or 4,700, so about 5 grand a year. But they do upgrade to the red plan, which is 5,200 a year. Or you can even get the it's called the wolf pack, which is the black plan, and that is 6,196 a year. So yeah, it goes up to 6,000. Here in a bit, I'm gonna start shooting some numbers out my ass, and I apologize, but you gotta deal with it. Right. So 7 grand a year, that could put you on a meal plan. You
No.
could have your own thing going, and that's the minimum one. There's more different packages that you 10 grand, 11 grand, things like that, and that's only 9 months of the year. It's not even a full year. You're
Yeah.
paying 7 grand for 9 months because you're not paying for summer.
So I
right?
actually don't know if it's that expensive, but
Oh, I'm making shit up then, I guess.
yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
maybe.
know.
Who wants to fact check me? You can go for it. I don't really care.
No,
Look,
but-
you're paying for this. That's the
Yeah,
main point
it's
of it.
expensive.
You're paying for it. It's expensive.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
people, I feel like, because I know if you live on dorms, and I know when you do live on dorms, you don't really get that option to opt out of it. You kind of have to get into meal
Yeah,
plan.
you
It's-
have to have one.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, if you're gonna have to have it, at least make it either more expensive or make it not more expensive. Sorry, more affordable, or make it better.
Exactly.
Like
I agree. Like, you're paying for bare minimum.
exactly.
You're paying a lot for bare minimum.
And a lot of people will argue they prefer to get that money and use it for their own meal plans, right? Go to the Walmart
Yeah.
and get a couple, and you can live off of sandwiches.
Yeah, or
you
you
know
could
what I
like
mean?
meal prep for like all week and you wouldn't have to deal with it. And,
Exactly.
like, but like you can't get that money back, and it's like you're not eating there every single day, but you're paying every day.
Now, on that being said, with meal prepping and with making your own food, I have heard that the dining rooms or the cafeteria, not the cafeterias, the kitchens in the dorms, I've heard they're a mess. Is that true? Is that not true? I've cooked in the dining halls before, or I'm not gonna tell you which. I'm not dining halls. I've cooked in the kitchen before. I'm not gonna tell you which one because that exposes where I live, and I'm not gonna do that. But I have cooked in a couple, and it was pretty fine. It was fine. I made some brownies, it was fun. But I've heard that people just loiter. People just wait around. People don't clean up their dishes. They don't clean up their food. Is there anything you want to add on to that? Is that true or is that not true?
I've actually never been.
Okay. Miss Meal
because
Prepper over here.
I have those little microwave rice, bro. Don't play with me. But this might expose me a little bit. I'm like really outing. Wow. Okay. So
It's okay. People that know you will know, and people that know me will know. But if they don't
Yeah,
know you, they don't
okay.
know you.
exactly. So I don't have a kitchen on my floor, and in the building that I live, it's like a closet kitchen.
Oh, word.
And so I've seen it. I've never seen anybody use it. I've read Yik Yak posts about people like keeping it really gross. But me personally, I've never go up there, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. But yeah, it's really not in my book of experiences.
Well, piggybacking off the hygiene aspect of it, or the grossness of it. How gross/clean would you say the dorms are? Because I've seen a lot of Yik Yak posts.
Yeah.
Actually, and one recently I've seen was somebody left their drawers on the bathroom
Yes.
floor. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay.
What's your insight?
So, in my hall, it's a lot of athletes in my hall, okay? And this morning, actually, I woke up and I had to, like, obviously go potty or whatever. And,
Your girls
bro,
don't potty. That's fake news.
Yeah, you're right. But I'd, like, come out of my dorm and, bro, I got slapped in the face with Axe body spray. I am telling you, like, my nostrils started burning. Like, I swear, like, wow. And, like, it's not that it's, like, dirty. I feel like the smells affect me more than, like, how clean it is. Because, like, it's either smelling, like, I hate when, like, a place, this is going to be really weird. I hate when a place, like, smells like food. Like, I don't know, in my hallway will, like, smell like food. And I have the Febreze plugins. Like, my room be smelling so good. But, and it's just like you open the door and it's like you gotta close it as quick as possible because it might seep in. And oh my god, wait! In the beginning of the year, people are definitely gonna know if they're in my hall. I actually know who did this, but there were underwear just all over the hallway. In the hallway, and they were like it's really natural. Like, I'm not bashing women, but like bleached underwear, like from, like, pH balance or whatever. But they were just like up in the windowsill or like on the floor, and like I know who did it. I know who did it. That's the thing, is like, and I can't expose.
Why?
I can't actually.
Yeah.
I'm anonymous. Anyway, it was a guy who would get his laundry, and every single time he'd get his laundry, there was a pair of underwear, like women underwear, female underwear in there.
Oh,
And
damn.
he would just throw them out in the hallway and close his door.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Would it be the same female? Would it be the same size? Or is it different sizes? What are we feeling?
They were like, you probably don't know, like, women, like, underwear cuts, like, the style of underwear. No, you don't.
Well,
Whatever.
I know.
You know what a thong is? Yeah.
I know what a thong.
It's
Okay,
not,
man.
They weren't thongs. Yeah. They were, like, regular, like, hipster cut, like, which is just, like, the generic, like, look of underwear.
Like the granny panties type shit?
Kind of. Don't say that because people might.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah,
Ladies, all butts are
underwear is
beautiful.
good.
Oh, yeah. Underwear. I meant underwear. I didn't mean butts. Both are beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But, yeah, they were just, like, regular looking panties just everywhere. There was 3 pairs in the hallway at once. And, like, our RA, she was, like, texting our group chat. She's like, can we please pick these up? And I was like, bro, I know he ain't touching that again.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to claim those underwear?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still there. They were there for, like, a month. Like, all the way, like, up until, like, October.
Yeah,
and it happened in the beginning of the year.
And where specifically is that? Do you know, just to make sure I avoid that spot at all costs, you know, just to make sure I don't even accidentally go in there and accidentally pick them up, you know, just to make sure I don't collect the whole bunch of them, you know. No, just to make sure I don't collect them, you know, just if you want to drop them later. If you want to tell me after the podcast too, like, that's totally okay. Like, I'm just, I kid. Okay. Though, when you talk about that whole dorm situation, right?
Yeah.
Do you yourself, how do you feel about I don't know if you've seen, but there's a whole roommate drama going on Yik Yak, right? There was some roommate. I'm still trying to reach out to you guys. Roommates, if you guys are listening to this podcast, reach out to me. I will more than happy have you guys guests on my podcast, and we'll hash out all this drama right then and there. However, with that being said, how do you feel about your roommate? How do you feel about the roommate drama? Do you think that you prefer a single, or are you in a single? Tell me more about that.
So I love my roommate.
Yeah.
I've been friends with her. She's like one of the very few people that came here from my hometown, and I've been friends with her since I was like in 5th grade, like since I moved to like my hometown or whatever. Like I lived there longer than I lived anywhere else, and like I was friends with her instantly, and like we've never had beef, and so it's just like, I don't know, I'm really comfortable around her. Obviously you see the shit I post, but like that's my girl, like, and she's a really busy girl.
Yeah.
And so I don't see her too often. Like I do see her, you know, here and there, but like mostly at night. Like she has a lot more classes than me, and like sometimes she'll like go study at like the Slippery or something, and like me personally, like I have to study in my room. Like I can't study anywhere else. And so like I don't see her too often, but like we just like have this connection where it's like if something needs to be done, it will get done. Like it doesn't matter who's, like we don't give responsibilities to each other, you know. And so our dorm, like it works out like really well. Like we don't like keep anything from each other. Like if I like a tidy dorm, and she has this like lavender carpet stuff, and you know when you vacuum, like it smells like super good, and like we just share everything. Or like if her bed's not made and like I'm making my bed, I'll literally just like make her bed for her, or, like, and I'll like, I don't know, and we like don't hide food. We share all the same stuff, and like when we go shopping, we go grocery shopping together, and then we'll just split the bill. And so like we've always just like, I don't know, nothing like bad has happened in my case. So
yeah, that's fair. And I referencing back to that, I did, or at least I remember reading, I don't know if the posts are gone now, I think the post might have been deleted at this point, but I remember the first roommate called out the other roommate because she felt that she needed to get a life, which first off, I don't think is correct. I don't think you should be judging other people's lifestyles, right? It's not affecting you. But the clapback was insane because the other roommate was like, well, it's because you always be screwing in the middle of the night. Like, you be screwing, that's why I sleep in, because you don't let me sleep because of how much you guys be fucking.
Yeah, that is crazy. I've never, okay, so I know I made a post about, like, breaking in my twin XL or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think I would F somebody on my bed just because, like, that's where I sleep. And, like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's, like, I don't know. I just.
Sanitary.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't know. And having, like sex gets sweaty, you know? And you're living in a room with somebody else. And, like, there's no AC in there. Like, yeah, you have a fan, but, like, and then you're expecting your roommate to come back in and, like, fall asleep in this, like, sex dungeon? Are we for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've never had sex in my dorm either, so I can't really be saying anything.
Yeah, like, I don't know how it is. Like, I could imagine it's not, like, super nice. to have your roommate effing all the time and coming in there and be like, oh,
Well, it's
sounds
not
like
even that.
sex.
Yeah, and it's not even that it's gonna stay with your roommate. It'll stay around. It'll go around. Right? I remember at the beginning of the year, there was this one dude who just, you see him every night sneaking in and out of this girl's dorm, and you knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. And it wasn't like he was trying to hide it.
Yeah.
He's very open with it. It wasn't like telling people he was fucking, but you could tell. Right.
Mhm.
And he's one of those. It was one of those couples where you can see them and they make out like in public.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
one of those
the
where
PDA
like,
couples.
yeah, it's like, come on, keep that behind closed doors. I don't want to see that. Okay, I need to study. I need to go to my class. Like, I don't got time for all that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you. A little sloppy. Oh, a little sloppy.
a
little sloppy.
A lot of sloppy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
right.
it called? Sloppy, Miss Sloppy. That's
Sloppy
everything I have for
day.
you. All right.
All right.
Do you have any final messages you want to say out to the void, say out to your lovely fans on the other side?
Thank you to all my fans. This is really just such a great opportunity. I feel so heard now, you know. I mean, you know, everything's so chill, and thank you, Slim. This is great setup.
I
had
appreciate
for
the
ya.
compliments. All right, hashtag stay easy.
Hashtag stay easy, guys.
Anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Make sure you like the stream if you like the stream. Follow me if you want to see more. All right, if you sneeze anytime this video, bless you. If you didn't sneeze, bless you anyways. Other than that, make sure you eat your water, drink your vegetables, have at least 7 hours sleep today. I say 6, doctors say 8, meet us when around 7. But other than that, hope you have a good rest of your day. Make sure you live life to your fullest because you're the only one that has to live it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.